Hey! Hello, everyone! My goodness, it has been a long time, hasn't it? Welcome back to some more Let's Play Grim Dawn with me, your host, Tim. We're back with Diana Toyle. Where we left off, remember that I wanted to beat the game with her to show you the final boss. And I stopped playing to play all sorts of everything else. It's the end of the year, and I'd like to finish this game. So I think in my free time, to keep me from playing games that I really shouldn't be playing, which is to say that to stop myself from recording a huge backlog of everything else, we will just record some more Grim Dawn together. Yes, wow, it's been a long time. Welcome back, everyone. So, has been some patches since last we talked together, but I don't really remember what they patched in or anything of the sort. I know that there's a new DLC called The Crucible, or maybe that was an old DLC. It's been out for a while, and that was some sort of tower defense game that you could play. They've also added some new equipment, and they've tweaked the skills a tiny bit as well. In fact, it's kind of why I'm back here. They changed how one of my skills works, and now I'm going to get rid of the skill that I picked for something else instead. Right, so I figured where we left off, I think I had mentioned how I was going to talk about video games. In particular, I was going to be talking about what they talked about on the Co-optional podcast. I haven't watched that in months, and I don't know if I'll get a chance to. I've been listening to other stuff instead and playing all sorts of video games. But because it's the end of the year, just like how last year I took, I think, 1 or 2 episodes to talk about all the games I played on my channel for that year, we're going to do that. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I actually have something to talk about while we play Grim Dawn together. So first off, since it has been a while, let's take a quick peek at Diana here and show you what she's got on her, right? Because we're going to be running her around some more. Yeah, I just was running around for a tiny bit, grabbed some stuff. I'm like, you know what? I want to record this. It's also 9:34, and I've taken my sleep stuff. I'll probably be getting to bed another 30 minutes to 40 minutes, so let's take a quick peek. So first off, we have Glacier here. Yep, that's my artifact. You can go ahead and take a peek at that really quick. We've got Frizzik's utility pack. You can pause and take a look at the stuff. This is mostly equipped for that massive 8% to all damage, which isn't that massive, but I like that. I also like the health and energy regen it gives her. Wow, she's wearing a kind of a garbage ribbon. Mental note, Tim. Okay, boots. The elemental and electrical damage is why she's using that. Let's see. Oh, it gives her cold flash to save her life, I suppose. Here's her inscribed bracers. Those are pretty decent. I like the elemental damage. +2 to Calidor's Tempest. I'm not using that one. We have, I see why I have this. Cold damage is very nice on her, and some good resistances are on it. Banshee's Misery. Gives her a fear, which is really useful. Lots of cold, that's right, because we have, well, actually, we'll look at the skills a little later. We'll look at all the stuff. She's using the Band of Black Ice. She doesn't even have the Frost Nova. Resistant Emerald of Electrocution. That's probably just for electrocute damage. Twilight Signet, which is on her for Vitality and Leech Resistance, which will prove useful in this act we're currently in. Some elemental damage with her Adept's Hood. That's actually pretty low level, though. I need something better than that. Stormcaller Spellblade for all that lightning and electrocute damage. Also, she has Empowered Nova on it. Elemental damage, electrocute damage is pretty decent. 14% to all resistances. We will want a better cloak, though. And the Slith Scale Leg Wraps for probably that damage. Cold damage, I guess? And she's not doing any Frostburn. Oh, she might be doing some Frostburn. I don't think she is. Oh, that's right. Okay, so that was her equipment. Let's take a look at her skills now. So she's currently using Iskandria's Elemental Exchange for a lot more elemental damage. That's 198. She's got Overload, which is allowing her to do some more elemental damage, a percentage, +46. Now, that doesn't affect the electrocute damage of her pets, I believe. Oh, but maybe the 55 through 566 does? I don't think it does, though. Maybe it does. I'm not quite sure. We've got this for the increased spirit, getting no more points. We're maxed out on Trojan's Sky Shard. That's the ice meteors that fall from the sky. We've also given it Frozen Core, which will frostburn and do extra cold damage. Does it freeze them? Yeah, and it freezes everything for 2 seconds. And we used to have, so we have Nullification, but they've changed it a little bit. I think they do. At least they did. So I thought this used to be reduced target's elemental resistance for 12 to 16 seconds, but it's not. It's 26 reduced target's elemental damage 12 to 16 seconds. But I have good resistances against these elemental effects, so I am not interested in keeping this ability. We will be dropping that. Over here for Shaman, she's only got Wind Devil, which is the thing you see me summoning. It attacks things automatically. It does cold, lightning, and frost. Oh, it does do frostburn damage. Excellent. And she also has Raging Tempest to add some cold damage. Oh, and this reduces the target's elemental resistances for 1 second, and gives them a slow for 1 second too.
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Thank you. And I do regret taking this nullification. And it's only 50 iron bits to reduce it. That's perfect. Oh, that was an undo for the undo I just did. Let's do this.
Safe journey.
Thank you. Okay, and let's put those points in something different. What do we want? So we want another skill of some sort. And at this point I realized I hadn't actually thought about what it was I was going to take. Now that's a two-handed weapon, which we don't have. What is this? Nope, that requires melee, which I don't want to do. If we could just dump it right here into this skill some more. I don't want to take another flash freeze. I really don't. Oh, what's this? Arcane Will. Adrenaline is a powerful force in dire combat situations that can turn the tide of combat. Battle Arcanists used to learn to use this to their advantage. What does it do? Lasts for 6 seconds, has a 6-second recharge. Increases my damage, gets me energy regen, but it only activates when my life is low. That could be useful. I don't know if it's 7 points useful, though. I think we'll put 5 points in it. And I think that will be fine. And these leftover 2 points, I think we'll put them over here. Increase the skills that I like using. Okay. Oh, right. And we've got our devotion. So just in case you forgot, we have Tsunami attached to our Wind Devil, so they'll be blowing tidal waves around at people. And we've got Reckless Tempest here on our Chosen Sky Shards. There's a chance to, I think that will cover the area with lightning from the sky, I think. And I have no idea where I was putting points next. Was it over here? I have no idea. No clue. Okay, so let's get out there, everyone. Oh my goodness, it has been so freaking long.
Don't see what's left of my wares.
Might as well vendor this stuff. Oh, didn't want to vendor that thing. Want you back.
Put it to good use.
We will, sir. Okay, so we are going out here to the Running Croplands to kill the giant two-headed crystal demon. I can never pronounce this. I'm gonna try. Amalgamation? Whenever I say that, I want to start singing the Chameleon song. Yeah, the Kama Chameleon, only... Alright, I'll shut up now. Okay, so... Oh, wow, there's a lot of things running around. Let's drop these here. Good job. Drop this here. Yep, I'm good at the game. Really good. I'm going to be really rusty, everyone, as a heads up. So don't be surprised if I might die from something stupid out here. Something I would not, in the past, have died to. Drop them. Wow, good job, Tornado. Go get that guy. Oh, he was feared because something hit me and then my Banshee's Misery pulsed. Okay, so what games did we play this year? Besides, obviously, this one, right? So you may not have remembered, but at the beginning of this year, I was still playing the original Deus Ex with the Shifter mod. Yep, that was a year ago. I began playing that one. I think I finished it shortly into January. It was an incredible mod. I really liked playing it. I was really happy for the additions to how it affected augmentations. I liked how you got experience for the battling stuff. And I liked the changes to all the augmentations that they had done so that they all felt somewhat useful. Really, really liked that one. And it was fun to play that game again, especially because some of it can be applied to today's world with how scary accurate some of it is, especially when it comes to the government peeking into what we've been doing recently, all in the name of protecting us. when it seems to me just to be government overreach. In any case, that game was started... Yeah, that game was finished at the beginning of this year. Holy crap. Can't believe it. We also played through Dishonored. That was this year. Do you remember? Do you remember that game? I had beat that game, I think it was twice, before I decided I was going to record it. I mean, I played through it once without recording it. I played through it again, and I recorded it, but I didn't like how that recording came out, so I recorded it yet a third time. I was pretty happy with that final time. And now I began playing through the Dowd Chronicles. Oh wow, look at this thing. Haven't seen that type of pulse before. That aura it has. And you're running around a little... Oh god, a little too much. Try freezing them. Take that. Oh, he's frozen is what that is. Nice. We'll take that. Shatter this. And we get just a bunch of junk. What is this? It's a garbage helm. I began playing through the Dowd Chronicles, actually, in it. I actually have the first video of it, the first episode of it recorded. But I think it was 2 parts. But then I got distracted by other games, and I never went back and finished it. One of the reasons why I didn't finish it is because, like Dishonored, I wanted to play through the game once or twice before I began recording it. When I play a game like Thief, I like not playing it blind if I can help it. Although it's really fun to play video games blind because, hey, you never know what you're going to encounter. The bad thing about playing it blind, especially when it comes to a sneaking game, is that I want to know where I'm supposed to be going, because a huge amount of time could end up being spent just not figuring out what to do. And that would be kind of boring, especially in a game where I'm trying not to talk that much compared to other games. What is this? Ever fire, thermite mine. That's pretty good, fire and ether damage, but not for this mage. Decent offhand item. Spellblade of frostbite. Oh wait, what was that? No, I like my blue item better. And this one? Wait, Bonds of Bismuel? I'm not familiar with that ability. Again, it has been a long time since I played the game. Yeah, so I recorded, for example, the first episode of the Dowd Chronicles, but it took me 2.5 hours to complete the first mission. Then on the second playthrough, I think it took me only maybe an hour and 5 minutes. And most of the first playthrough was spent just lost, trying to figure out where I was supposed to go, trying not to activate all the monsters, etc., etc. So it's a game that I want to play through once before I play it again. Now, Dishonored 2 is out, and I was really looking forward to it, but the unfortunate part is the Steam reviews have convinced me not to get it, at least not at the moment. The game, what I've read, is suffering from a huge amount of... Oh, what is it? It's not really optimized, so the frame rate supposedly makes it unplayable. And this is even for people who have good computers. For me, that would be extremely difficult, since whenever I record a game, that itself eats into my computer's processing time, no matter how good my computer is. And I'd be worried about dropping huge amounts of frames and it being very choppy while playing it. And since it's probably just like Dishonored, it requires you having some decent hand-eye coordination, some good reflexes. I really think that having a game which has poor optimization is not what I want to play. I will probably pick it up and play it over the course of next year, assuming I'm still around next year. But I'm going to wait until some patches come out before I go ahead and pick it up. Once the Steam reviews begin indicating that it is safe for me to pick up, I can go ahead and do so. Let's throw a few more. That landed on the tree tip, completely missed everything there. Alright, good job. Let's grab the magic stuff and keep pushing on. Dishonored was fun. I really liked playing the good guy character. I don't think I could probably play a murdering psychopath. I tend not to play that type of character in any game that I play. It's not my play style. I feel it's just a video game, but man, do I feel guilty doing it. I think You know, I don't... Why is that? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Why do I feel so bad picking the character? I think because of all my earlier games I played, like the earlier Ultima, where you were the Avatar, and you represented the good guy, and the same thing in the old Heroes Quest games. Like, making bad choices just wasn't something that you did. Like, the thief was maybe a little, he wasn't evil. He was a thief, but he wasn't evil, so I don't know. I can't bring myself to do it. I just can't do it. So we played a sneaking type of character, and we successfully went through the game with the low, what was it called? Low panic level? Low something level. I forget what it's called. So we had less rats and made it easier to sneak by the people and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess you can think of the game as giving you what it was that you really liked to do. If you liked the combat, then the game would give you a lot of combat to do. And if you didn't like combat, you liked sneaking, and you were good at it, the game gave you a lot more sneaking. That would be my only complaint about Dishonored, is that, let's say you really like the sneaking, but you just got unlucky and you were playing it like a roguelike, so let's also assume that you weren't reloading the game whenever you were caught. Well, that meant that you were is there... Oh no, that's my will-o-wisp. Oh yeah, everyone, don't forget, this is a will-o-wisp. This is a pet, which doesn't do anything, but it's following me around. It's just here. Just here. Something I got for being a Kickstarter backer. Doesn't give you any advantages whatsoever. It's just a ball of light that follows her around. That's it. Right, so what are we talking about? Dishonored. Yeah, so my first time through Dishonored, oh man, I remember raging quite a few times because you know how thieving games work, or sneaking games.
It's only the beginning.
Once you make your move is when everything immediately goes wrong, and so angry. How many times I got caught when I didn't want to. The record through was a lot better. I'm very grateful for not playing that one blind. Yeah, get smash shards. Let's throw a few more ice crystals down there. Got you. Ooh, wow, we just shattered that guy. That was amazing. We are amazing. We are amazing running around person. Yes, so I will definitely play Dishonored 2 sometime in the upcoming year, 2017, assuming that they fix the optimization for it. I've heard nothing but good things about the game itself, like the story, the character, well, at least from the few, I should say from the few Steam reviews I have read, which, you know, maybe they could be wrong, but isn't it sad? I really trust the Steam reviews, or maybe I'm not. That's not a bad thing. So what was another game we played? Well, we continued playing some more Armageddon Empires. I meant to play a lot more of that game, and then I didn't. I think in the end, the die rolling got to me. I've got enough buffer saved now that I can probably play that game without getting infuriated at it. Yep. So maybe I'll play another episode of that or two before the end of the year. It would definitely satisfy my itch for playing an excellent turn-based strategy game. That was fantastic. I did pick up the new, what was it called? Oh, what was it called? The Last Days of Old Earth, I think is what it's called, which is based around the same idea of how Armageddon Empires plays, but I've only played it like twice. It's not that it was bad, it was that I just got distracted by other games. So maybe over the course of next year, I'll give that game a shot and see how much I like it. If it's anything like Armageddon Empires, and it seemed like it, then I'll probably be very happy with it. And I'm a huge fan, as you know, of turn-based strategy games. Well, that Darkest Dungeon that I played over the course of the year, and is still working on. That was a misclick, Tim. Oh man, yeah, so Darkest Dungeon was another game we played over the course of this year. What did we do there? We did the Lum mod, right? The game came out at the beginning of January or February, I think it was what it was. Actually, it had to be January, because I remember... Was it January? I can't remember. I cannot recall. But it gave me a chance to try out the Lum mod, and we did it. We beat the game with my mod installed. That was a lot of fun. Oh man, good times, very good times. And version 1 was then uploaded to Nexus for anyone else who cared and wanted to play the same game that I was playing. And that's the same version of the game, my modded version, that Christian is playing for the moment. That game consumed almost all my time last year as well, and a huge amount of time this year. I meant to go back and work on a version 2 of the mod, which would add new curios, change curios, and add new effects to them. Oh, spikes at you. Add new monsters, add new monster formations, add new monster abilities to it, etc., etc. But I never got around to doing it. I wanted to take a break from the game after I had played it for so long. And now the game's coming out with an expansion. I think it's called the Red Court, or the Crimson Court, or something like that. And it'll be out sometime next year. And I'll feel compelled enough to play through Darkest Dungeon again once it comes out. It gives me a chance to see if they decided to mod the game in any way, and if I need to bring my own mod up to date. So give me a chance to make sure it's still balanced. So far, based on what Christian's been doing, I've been pretty happy with my mod. Like, Christian makes choices that I wouldn't make, but he succeeds, and he takes bigger risks than I'm willing to make. But again, he does really well, all things considered, so that's great. It feels like I have not unbalanced the game, at least for level 1 dungeons and heroes. I picked up something I wanted to take a quick peek at, but I don't know where it went. Alright, let's move on. We're actually almost to the thing, I think. It's right up ahead here. I wanted to kill this on screen on this episode. Let's actually drop a portal in case you die. Just a body here. What we got? Some iron bits. Oh god! Drink. We have to kind of... Oh wait, can I just throw that over? Oh, we can just throw that over the fence, Tim. We're doing that then. Lots of green rifles. Lightning, ether, lightning. They're pretty good weapons, all things considered, but oh, I don't want to level another ranged character. I have tons of them in this game. All right, let's do the giant demon fight. And then we'll talk a little bit more. I got like another maybe 10 minutes. Let's do it. Throw that at him. Gotta dodge that thing. Oh wow, we've almost killed it. Down it goes. Awesome work. Wow. That's a... Ooh, careful, Tim. Careful of death geysers. What we got? So we have junk. Scavenge plating this. The amalgamation. Oh, I'm supposed to be reading all this stuff on the screen, aren't I? So let's read this. What does this say? Consensus is achieved. The sanctum of Homestead is to fall within the fortnight. With the Herald making its steady approach from the north, nothing but conflagration in its wake, it falls upon me to render a force capable of assaulting the human stronghold from the west. The reanimators are tirelessly working within the cages, pouring the gift of the ether into the humans and trolls we had gathered for the purpose. But the real work will be conducted within the barn. It is true that the humans have proven to be difficult hosts. The mind struggles against a greater power it cannot possibly fathom. But the flesh, it is malleable, easily tainted. I look upon the corpses filling the barn with the stench of decay, not as a sign of how fragile life is, but as a canvas upon which we will paint the future of Karn. Theoden Marcel, shaper of flesh. Let's put some tainted brain matter, which is good. What is this? That is not good for us. Dreadnought footpads. Not for us. Windcaller's cowl. Lightning damage. Health is Earth Ward. Grants us health regen and armor. Chance when hit. Oh, I like the set stuff very much. We need to find the skins, cowl, and decapitator, though, for it. But maybe we'll actually use this for a little bit. What do we lose? We lose some resistances, nothing I really care about. We lose some cold damage. I think I'm fine with that. We'll give this a try for a little bit, but we'll hold on to our old cowl. Alright, back to Homestead. Alright, let's sell some stuff. Talk to some peoples, because we'll have some more quest text to read. Then we'll play for a little bit longer. I think we'll try getting to the next Rift Gate, and then we'll call the session there. That's it, no, right? You're thinking, Tim, you just started playing the game. I want to watch more of it. Maybe you want to say that. Maybe you're saying that. Maybe you're saying that. You're probably not saying it. Like, oh, thank God, Tim. Get the heck out of here with this. I was tired of you playing Grim Dawn all those months ago. But yeah, sleepy. Sleep.
There was much commotion reported in the area around the gruesome harvest. I trust you have good news?
The abomination has been destroyed.
I see your reputation is well earned. The Legion thanks you for your service to the Emperor. With the ethereal threat crippled, we can now turn our attention to the cult of Cthulhu.
I'm eager to get started.
My scouts have reported back from the lands to the north. The situation is far worse than I ever imagined. The cult of Cthulhu is on our doorstep and in great numbers. Worse still, they've been capturing farmers, travelers, even my own soldiers, and using them for their blood rituals. We cannot risk the cult bolstering their forces with chthonic beings. I need you to venture out beyond Sorrow's Bastion to the north and search their camps. Rescue any survivors before the cultists can use them as sacrifices.
I'll rescue the prisoners. Cool. I forgot they added voice acting.
Safe.
They added voice acting to any of the main quests when last I had checked. Do we have anything this connects to? We do not. This is armor, rings, and amulets. Oh no, wait, Tim. Those are completed sets. This is what you want. Yep, so I still collect all the things here, just like this. I really like doing this. I don't know why. I have so many of them. Like, I don't need this many of these things. That's just nuts. Remember when they took away the superset bonuses that you used to get for completing them? These used to give you a random stat when you completed the thing. Taken away. I think because of just how nothing would stack, and so they to make it easier on everyone's inventory, they decided to do this. That's more than fair. Wow, we have a lot of empty spaces. And my old hat, which I want to save.
It's safe with me. Promise.
I believe you. Hello, sir. Ogrim has requested your presence. See him immediately. Alright, I'll speak to him. I think he's up these stairs. Yep.
Just the person I'm looking for. The others may disagree with me on this, but there's something I need you to do.
What is it?
There are 2 other groups of survivors in the region that we are aware of, but Somer and Creed do not consider them to be of strategic value. Frankly, I disagree. They may consist largely of fanatics, but fanatics aimed in the right direction can be a powerful force. I've asked representatives from both the Order of Death's Vigil and Kaiman's Chosen to visit here and speak to us. There is some obvious animosity between the two, but perhaps we can leverage that against them. I would like you to be our representative. Speak to both of them. Learn all that you can and decide which of the 2 groups would prove to be of superior strategic value. I just don't see them working together, I'm afraid.
What can you tell me about the 2 groups?
Setting their fanatical beliefs aside, both groups have valuable resources at their disposal. Kaiman's Chosen may be religious zealots, but they are surprisingly well trained and should make formidable allies in battle. The Order of Death's Vigil, their powers over death send chills down my spine. But they are powerful mages and used to facing the world's terrors. I won't lie to you. It's not an easy decision.
I'll talk with them. Okay, let's talk first with Kaiman's, I guess. Oh, nope, that's the battle
I
map.
have come to represent Kaiman's Chosen, as the one you call Ulgrim has requested.
Though I must wonder why you've brought this necromancer here as well. What sort of equipment do you offer? We are well equipped to deal with the fiends infesting our world. There is something there to suit most fighting styles, but warriors who wage battle with physical, fire, and lightning will fit right in. Let's try to make this through. Hello, sir.
The one you call Ulgrim has asked to speak with the Order of Death's Vigil, so I have come before you.
We are eager to discuss an agreement. It even has to be made among such questionable company. What equipment do you have? You should find that our equipment can handle many situations, but the users of cold, vitality, and minions will find our arsenal to be of great use. Which group do I want? Because I like both cold and lightning. I'm going to end up using the storm totems, which will do lightning damage. I think, if I'm being honest, it's easier to fight against Kaiman's Chosen. But we'll pick Kaiman's Chosen
I have
this
come
time.
to represent Kaiman's Chosen. Is the one you call
I've
Ulgrim
made my
has
decision. The Black Legion will work with you. Kaiman will be pleased to hear of this. This alliance will be beneficial to both groups. Let us banish the enemy as one. I must ask you to visit our enclave to the north. We have taken over a part of Sorrow's Bastion and made it our new home. Seek us out by taking the road north through the fallow fields. When you've reached the ruins, look for the tower. Once there, please speak to Brother Illuvius. He will set you upon our enlightened path. Alright. I think we go up here. Do we talk? Nope, we don't talk to them anymore. Alright. Sorry about that, undead people. We'll be slaughtering you. Assuming I'm able to leave
Come see what's left of my wares.
the actual building. Okay. I'd like to make it to the next rift gate, and I think it's just up ahead. Not too far from us. Hello, Colonials. Oh, you can actually hear them screaming a little bit better now. I think I have the music lowered a little bit. Alright, so what else did we play this year? So, we played through Xenoclash. That's right. That was a redo of my original Xenoclash. The original, the videos were about maybe 10 minutes long. Glorious 480p, I believe. And without me talking at all, I believe. This time around, I did a tiny bit of talking. Not very much. Didn't want to ruin the atmosphere of the game. Now the videos are probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes each, maybe? And 1080p, thank goodness. I've been, over the course of the past few years now, I think 2 years, slowly redoing the games that I had originally played. So because I can support better versions of them now, or they can look a lot better, and I've learned a lot since I had originally begun recording the videos. The game was fun. It was one of the first, I think it's the only first-person brawler I have ever played. It's a fantastic game. I was very glad to have the excuse to play through it again. We played, what's his name? Gak was his name. And Gak and Daedra were trying to escape the wrath of Gak's family members, if I recall correctly, due to him attempting to kill his parents, would be the correct way to say it. If you haven't played the game or you're all interested, I won't say any more. I'll just say that that was a lot of fun. Wow, it was tougher than I remember it. I don't think we failed in any of the battles though. I meant to play through the second one as well, Xenoclash 2. In fact, I had it and I recorded, I think it was 3 episodes of it. But then when I went and checked on the recordings, the game has this weird sound issue. The game's sound effects and speech seem to be either too loud or too silent or too quiet. There's no middle ground. It's as if, like, so let's say that someone's talking. Anything from like the left side, I can't hear it at all. Anything from the right side would be too loud. I took a look at it, at sound issues for the game, and it's a known problem, but it's never been fixed. And as the game's been out for quite some time now, I don't think it will be. The second game itself felt... wow, this is actually pretty good. So which fire, inner focus, cold kit... No, I'm just going to sell this one after all. The second game felt like a single-player MMO. You have quests, you have different zones you'll go to, you can go back and forth between them, you have stats, I believe. of some sort. And you're able to recruit more people to help you during battles, actually. It was an amazing idea, and it's such a shame that I'm not going to record it because of all the sound problems. You would hear the music and nothing else sometimes, or sometimes you might hear me talking, and there'd be nothing else in the game whatsoever. And it doesn't make a good video series to watch it with those restrictions in place. It just, nope, it's no good. I can't put my, actually, can I put my ice dart? I can't put, oh, I can. Yes, this is what I want to do. I think. Because I think we regenerate our mana fast enough. I don't have to worry about consuming it all. Yeah, oh wow, this is awesome. This is exactly what I want. I do not want to be swinging my weapon at things. We want to be sticking with our ice darts. Yep, so Xenoclash. Good game. Oh, man. The only game that I've ever had to fight a blind bounty hunter riding on top of a dinosaur who threw squirrels at us, who had dynamite attached to them, in an attempt to kill us. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic idea. Oh yeah, I don't even have to get close to you, Harbinger. You can just dive long distance. Oh, we leveled, and as usual, I'm bad at this. Let me kill that thing. Okay, so we leveled. Oh wow, where's this point going? I have no idea. Let's hold on to that point till we get back. So over here... I think I'm eventually going to get Shattered Star, but I'm pretty content with everything I've got over here at the moment. So why don't we go to the Shaman? And we're going to put 2 points into our stats, because I really want to get over here to Storm Totem. This other point will go into Raging Tempest for 20% slow. Alright, let's move on. I think we'll probably be hitting close to level 50 by the time we're done. 48 or so is about right. Oh, we're only in Act 3, by the way, Tim. We have all of Act 4 to still do with Diana. And we reached a portal. This is where I wanted to stop. So, yes, we should stop, I think. Let's actually go back this way and get the Fog of War gone for the return trip, and then we'll call the session there. Yep. Might only take a few seconds. Oh God, Tim. Stop looking at the map. Good work, Elemental. Thank you. So, okay, it was another game. I was already going back there. So, it was a game of redos. We replayed through Amnesia Dark Descent as well. It's a shame that I felt the need to actually do that, since I liked my original Let's Play on it. But when I was attempting to watch it, oh man, lots of voice problems. That was a game in which I was actually trying to do a little bit of talking in, and you couldn't hear me whatsoever for some times. It was also a game that Liz and I played together, back when Liz and I were hanging out. Now she's somewhere out in Pennsylvania. Last I heard from her was back in the summer. She's married now. I imagine she probably has kids. And she promised she'd be coming over. We'd play some more games, but never heard back from her. So, right. Amnesia Dark Descent. Really, really scary. Really, really scary. I was really glad to play through it again. But I won't lie, it was not as frightening the second time. I remembered all the jump scare locations. I remembered a few of the or rather where certain other creatures showed up, since everything, a lot of things are based around when you do things, just like the old, like Resident Evils. You take a key and now you know something spawned and is looking for you. There's lots of that in Amnesia. Still was fun to play through it again. And again, that game was originally in 480p with like anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes in length videos, as I believe it was, and now it is significantly better, at the cost that there's little talking, and I'm not actually afraid, aside from like, well, I'm anxious for most of the game, but I didn't have any terrified moments like I did my first playthrough, other than I think maybe once or 2 times, as opposed to like all the time in the original. Oh, man. Good game. Still a great game. Very glad that I played through it again. Okay, and I think we will stop here. So thank you all for watching. This was some more Grim Dawn. Oh, man. And I'm gonna try to get all the way up here and beat this game before the end of the year. I'm gonna try to. That gives me a month, Tim. You think you can do that? You have to record this game at night before you go to bed every night for the next few weeks. Yeah, I think we can do it. Alright, everyone. Thank you guys for watching. And when we come back, in this series, we will continue our adventure. I will see you guys then. Take care.